Okay, good evening, folks. I'm the old man, so I'm having to sit on the grass, but you can't do a golf tournament without sitting on the fairway rather than somewhere else. So, two of the youngest team owners, as far as we're concerned, the Mulligans having a good run. They made the semi-final. Last year's finalists, the Punjab Aces, but two fun teams for sure, and two very, very nice young age groups. Before we actually get to talking a little bit about the golf and the league, just introduce yourselves, gentlemen, a little bit about what you guys do for a living, not necessarily at the Chandigarh Golf Club for sure.
Okay,
So you go first, Gurmeet. Yes.
which camera, by the way?
You can just keep looking. Look at me,
Okay,
look
so-
there, doesn't matter. Just be cool.
So
Look at me if you're comfortable. More comfortable.
My name is Gurmeet Johal, one of the owners of Punjab Aces. I have alcohol distribution and construction business, but I haven't gone to the office in a month and a half now, so I don't know. We'll have to go back and get some recovery done there now.
I'm sure the place is doing as well as it is. Because
Maybe
Chandigarh,
better.
nobody needs to be persuaded to have
As
a drink.
my dad told me, better now.
And is that a hip flask version that you're carrying in your hand?
No, it's just lemonade.
This is actually lemonade.
This is genuine lemonade in here.
Thanks, Gurmeet. What about you, Chief?
My name is acing. I'm one of 4 owners of Mulligans. I am involved in agriculture, not as glamorous as Gurmeet's line of work. But,
Unless you're growing cocaine or something. I don't know. Maybe hash. I'm not
but it's
sure.
lean season for us now, so yeah.
Okay.
Not
But
much to do other than come cheer the boys on here.
how far is your whatever you're doing in terms of your agriculture business? Are you quite close to the city? Are you?
No, I'm based out of Punjab, Rajasthan and Uttarakhand.
Also, you've got lots of that kind of stuff. So how do you balance your time?
I try not to play too much golf.
Okay.
That's about it.
But you need to go there to just oversee what's happening. Well, I'm
Mostly.
sure you're not necessarily tilling the fields, if I may call it that.
Yeah, not really, but I have obviously employees, but one does need to go and oversee
And
things.
what's the kind of product you're growing?
Conventional crops, wheat, paddy,
Okay.
some orchards, kidneys, mangoes.
Wow, okay. And in terms of when you're saying alcohol, are you just across the board doing everything, all the brands, or is it sort of a particular lean to something?
Well, we do a lot of brands actually. To name a few, we've seen also Amrut across here. So we distribute Amrut
Right.
all over North India. We do a lot of craft products now out of Goa.
Nice.
So and the regular
Has this been a
conventional
family
kind of
business for a long time?
46 years now.
46 years, okay. And in terms of education and getting to Chandigarh, are you a Chandigarh boy?
Not
You didn't go
really.
first, are they? No?
I was born here. I went to school, Dehradun most of my life.
Doon school?
Welham boys, then
Welham,
Doom.
okay.
Welham, then Doom, and went to England for university and back at the farm.
Wow. And did you ever think this was definitely, even when you were sitting in England, do you think this was going to be where you'd come back?
For sure, yeah. You know,
For sure.
Chandigarh is the kind of city that once you settle down here, once you put roots down, it's very difficult to leave.
Okay, fair enough. And good,
Sucks
going
you
back
back
to you,
in.
you've been overseas.
Chandigarh doesn't let you go. It just keeps sucking you back in.
Is that
Try
right?
as hard as you won't leave.
Are you all both married?
Yes, we are.
And
I
girls are
hope
from
I
here?
speak it
Yeah,
correctly.
you go.
Girls are from here?
Yeah, my wife's from Chandigarh. I was born and brought up in Delhi.
Okay.
I spend most of my time in Delhi. My parents are here in Chandigarh. Plus, we've got business here. So I tend to spend about a week a month here.
Otherwise,
And
Delhi.
Mostly Delhi.
Okay.
Delhi, Calcutta.
So tell us a little bit about, in terms of a life here in Chandigarh. When this league was announced, what are the thoughts that first came to you? What were you thinking when you heard about it?
My honesty?
Yeah.
Well, I saw one of those whatever promo messages that came out, and I was actually sitting with my dad. It came on his phone, and he showed it to me. I was like, I don't know what that is. And then we ended up buying a team, and it's the one thing I look forward to now every year.
Yeah?
Yeah,
That's
it's-
good.
it's incredible.
And in terms of your ownership and whatever it is you basically one of the main decision makers there, or are there many people you need to talk to?
Well, actually, we do it as a team. If you look at ownership, it's actually my dad who owns the team on paper, and of course it's Zor.
Zor, yeah, and
Zor
Mummy
and
calling me,
yeah,
yeah.
and my dad's a bit indisposed, some health issues and stuff, so I kind of stepped in for him. So yeah, in terms of let's just say the broader lines, it's between us, but
Right.
we've got some really close friends in our team, and it's never really been like the A or B owns the team, so they will decide. It's not like
One
that.
unit.
We're like we're a whole unit, right?
Awesome.
Yesterday we won our match, and everybody was like, guys, go back home, right? You got a match coming up tomorrow. We went back to my house, knocked back a few drinks. A couple of guys wanted to go out party again. We went out to Koyo, got back at 2, heads
I love
spinning
it.
when we came back. So yeah, for us it's more of a fun thing. and how the team functions, how the pairs are made. It's like a discussion.
It's a conversation.
Yeah,
Good
we
for
sit
you,
down,
good for you.
knock back
Well,
a few
I'm
drinks
going to
and
jump
chat it
ahead
out.
to you guys in terms of your team. I've seen fun team, a lot of young people, and you all look like you've had a ball. I know last year was a bit of a mixed bag. This
we
year
had a
you
great
were
time
very
last year.
slow at the auction. Nobody was putting their hands up at all to buy anybody. What was the game plan when you guys went to the auction?
I'll have to cut back to management of the team, like Gurmeet was saying.
Right.
So there's 4 owners, as I've mentioned earlier, and as owners we have decided this year that only the playing members will take decisions for the team, since they are the ones who have skin in the game. So I think the players have decided that they are going to be much more deliberate than last year in picking players. So there was a lot of research that went into selecting the players we're going to bid for, and then again limited money, so one has to be judicious. That is the game plan.
Now tell me, you had an advisor, which is actually one of your players' father, who's also got wearing another hat as a player in the team.
Right.
And you, of course, must have missed Gaganji, though you also had people like Tavleen and everybody else to back you. So what sort of role have they played for you guys? Were you talking to Gaganji first? Let's say Gaganji's not been here, but...
No, so we had a little chat, Gaganjeet and I, about a month or 2 before the auction.
Okay.
And he told us that he was going to be traveling. He's just come back last night.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
So he said, listen, I'm not going to be around, so, and then we just figured a plan out from there. Gagan was actually a partner in the team with us last year as well.
I remember that,
But then this year he kind of opted out because he didn't have that kind of time available to spend here. And we had Tavleen as our coach last year. And she's also very tightly knit into the unit, right? So she's the kind of person, she can see a player walking in and she'll tell you how he's going to play today. So we've got that kind of, she's very, very tight. So it's been very good for us.
Really?
Hope, let's see.
Now what about you, my friend, Fateh?
Well, since you
How much
mentioned...
does Jyoti say on the subject? Tell me, ask me
Since you
upfront.
mentioned Mr. Vatharu, how we ended up buying the Tivo Sultan, myself and our other 2 owners were teeing off on the first. And we were pulling Sultan's leg that Jyoti uncle's not taken you in his team.
Right.
And that's how the idea was born, and we ended up buying the team as a joke. And we stuck to it, and it's been great fun since.
Awesome. Tell me, I find here it's like everybody seems, I don't know whether this has happened through the year or it only happens during the league, but everybody wants to jump and go to the 19th hole. Everybody seems to be ready for a drink any time of the day. Is that really true?
I think
What are
so.
12 months like living here?
See, I myself don't drink, so I can't comment on that, but I think that's quite apt.
It is apt. Okay. Gurmeet,
Yeah, well, the 19th hole is a special attraction.
It
And
is.
I think we should have a few along the way as well.
if excise permitted.
Yeah, if excise permits.
Now, in terms of the city, what would be, let's say, the best place to go hang out? If you had to choose it, what would be that for you?
We were at Koyo last night. It's a new
Is that
place.
the one?
It's a new place. It's at the Hyatt. So it's a new one. There's a couple of other nice ones as well.
Do you have a difference?
I quite enjoy just sitting at the club.
Sitting here? Really? Is it for the food or
club
for
is-
the ambience?
I mean,
Brilliant
just
haircut.
you know everyone. It's comfortable. It's like home away from home in a way.
Okay. And in terms of the name, the Mulligans, where did it come from?
Well, like I said, the team was.
Second
We
chance?
were one of the last people to buy the team, if I'm not mistaken. And we always thought we were an underdog team. And as a golfer, I'm sure you can always use a mulligan.
I was going to say, is that where it started? Second chance? yeah?
Absolutely.
And the aces?
Well, we started out with just aces, and we were trying to get a website, and we just couldn't. So we started looking for a prefix, and I think it was Gaganjeet who came up with this thing.
Punjabis.
Stick Punjab on, and it's done well for us.
Okay. And in terms of the event and the growth here, you've seen it now for 2 years. What are your thoughts on how it's been going and what could happen to it?
You're doing a great job here. No thing. I have lemonade to cheers, and we're very happy, and it's growing. There's a lot more buzz to it compared to last year when it was the first, right? The inaugural year. A lot of teams didn't really know what was going on. They didn't know how to put their teams together. Getting sponsors was a bit of a hassle. This year, I think people start preparing for the league 3-4 months in advance.
Right.
To be a little cheeky, that went from putting in your cards the way you want them to actually starting to plan who you want in the teams. It was a 3 or 4 month build-up, and it's really nice. I mean, I just hope it's going to keep growing from here.
Well, you made the semi-final, so
Yeah.
what's the story right now? What's the buzz in your camp?
we've had extremely difficult opponents all along. Acing being one of them, and they've made us really play for our lives. And it's not going to get any easier, but we're going to take one day at a time and see how it goes. But we've had a great time till now, and sportsmanship has been on display. Great fun we've had.
Okay.
And I've asked them for a T-shirt now.
So you're going to support them now?
Yeah,
Of course they are. Of course
Absolutely,
We'll
go for it.
Get
Go
a
for
T-shirt
gold.
now.
Okay, coming back in terms of the golf story, you have Gagan on your team. You've seen what's happened out of Chandigarh. Some of the finest players being produced here. What do you think is the differentiator? Why do so many good kids come out of the city? I really want to know it from you guys who live here. Is it the coaching? Is it the facility? Is it just that people have time? What is
Golf
this difference?
infrastructure in Chandigarh is unparalleled in the sense that the golf club, so you have, I think, 3 courses in Chandigarh.
Right.
There's
That's not that
Panchkula.
much. It's only that's the number of courses.
You have to see in a very small radius,
Okay.
right? And 4 actually, if you include Forest Hill, and then there's the range here, which is
CGA.
which is really good. You can, a lot of pros come practice there, young upcoming kids. So there's great infrastructure for golf in Chandigarh.
Okay.
The ecosystem, with Jesse sir being based
I was
here,
about to say.
him
Jesse,
bringing
sir.
up so many other younger teachers, it's
It's all
It's
a
a
mix
golf
of it.
city.
Because I mean, you look at the time of Jeev coming out of here, and Amardeep came out of here, and Amritinder himself looks after the golf club. Okay, in terms of your favorite golfing destination, what would it be? Don't say Chandigarh.
No. I actually come here to play golf. I live in Delhi, like I said. But personally, if you ask me, I don't know, maybe Thailand, Bali.
Thailand. Okay, I'm not going to ask you why. Okay.
No. I just go for golf.
Yeah, for the golf. We understand that. What about you, Fateh?
well, Southeast Asia is unparalleled for their service and hospitality. Be it Thailand, be it Vietnam, be it Indonesia. Wonderful courses, well maintained, not overly busy. So yeah, that's and relatively cheap compared to sort of Europe and North America. So
Okay. And lastly, I think people should hear this. What were you going to say to your team now that you guys are out? What would be the call tonight? Hit the bottle.
Correct.
Let's say
Hit
cheers
it hard.
anyway.
Hit the bottle. Hit it hard. And
It's so what? It's just a game.
Yeah, it's over, and we're back next year.
And Fateh, just for the sake of conjecture, you guys win.
Right.
What will be the celebration?
I'm not going to think that far. I'm going to tell the
Okay,
boys
let's
to
say
play
you
well
finish
tomorrow.
4th. You still make a check. What happens with the team?
Well, the team decides, like I told you. The owners
team
take no
decides.
decisions.
Okay, all right.
Goes to the Politburo.
So you don't have a talk right now saying, okay, we're jumping on the first plane to back to Thailand. Or,
Nothing at all.
I love the way that city and that country comes up first every time. Anyway, thanks so much, guys.
Thank you,
Good
Brandon.
chatting
Thank
with
you,
you. Thank you so much.